You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
The soccer Ashes returned with plenty of anticipation, and the first leg in Canberra delivered a night that will be remembered for one special moment. Australia's Socceroos edged past New Zealand 1-0, thanks to a debut goal from Ballard, who found the net barely 2 minutes after stepping onto the pitch. From the start, it was clear this clash wasn't going to be an easy ride for Australia. The opening minutes saw the Socceroos come close through Giorgio, who almost forced an own goal from the Kiwi defence. But New Zealand weren't backing down. Their captain and main threat, Chris Wood, was released in behind the defence, only for debutant goalkeeper Paul Izzo to stand tall and deny him. That early save would prove vital, as the All Whites went on to control much of the first half. Possession and chances leaned New Zealand's way, while Australia looked disjointed in midfield. Boss remained Australia's brightest spark, storming down the left flank and carving out openings, but his efforts couldn't quite be converted. At halftime, with the score still 0-0, coach Tony Popovich made changes to steady the midfield. Even then, the breakthrough didn't arrive, and frustration in the stands began to grow. Everything shifted in the final 20 minutes. Popovich introduced a wave of young talent: Mo Toure, Nestori Irankunda, and Nicholas Milanovic, all making their mark with energy and pace. Irankunda, fresh from an impressive run in England, almost scored with a towering header, while Toure and Milanovic stretched the New Zealand backline. The match suddenly had life, and the Socceroos began to threaten consistently. Then came the decisive moment. In the 85th minute, Ballard entered the field for his debut. Just 2 minutes later, Toure worked the ball cleverly on the left, slipped it into the area, and Balard calmly rolled his shot into the corner. A crowd erupted, and the 23-year-old midfielder was left speechless in his post-match interview, dedicating the goal to his parents. It was a fairy tale start to his international career. New Zealand kept pressing until the end, but Izzo remained composed, making sure the visitors left without a goal. Remarkably, the All Whites have now failed to score against Australia since 2010, a run that continues to frustrate them. The win was far from perfect for the Socceroos. Their midfield struggled to impose itself for much of the game, and questions remain about consistency. But the injection of youth showed the direction this team may take heading into the World Cup year. With Balard, Irankunda, and Toure all shining, the future suddenly looks a lot more exciting. As it stands, Australia takes a slender 1-goal advantage into Tuesday's second leg in New Zealand. The Ashes are far from decided, but this first chapter belonged to a young man who will never forget the night he pulled on the green and gold for the very first time. Stay subscribed for more videos.